Morning and welcome back to another bow review, and today it's one especially for my patrons. They voted for this bow, so it's here now. We will test it, and after the video and after I ask my patrons the questions, this bow will be given away to one of your patrons. This is the Odin Viking Bow by, attention, Imre Nagy. Thanks, Richard. So Imre Nagy makes nice, he's from Hungary, he makes nice bows, and they are price-wise interesting and performance-wise very good. You get with the bow string, unfortunately no sleeve, but you get the nice information of how to brace your laminated bow. You most probably had problems too. Most bows break because of wrong stringing. And a warranty card, Nagy Imre. Sportgeräte, wonderful. Then you get this nice little card, and there it's written, it's the Odin Viking Bow, has a bow length of 155 centimeters, length when strung 135 centimeters, max draw 32 inches, string force is measured at 28 inches, has 39 pounds, the string length is 128 centimeters, and the calibration draw length is 28 inches. So you get all the information you need. The only thing is missing is grain per pound for the arrows. But it's always, as you already know, the longer the bow and the longer the sears, the higher the grain per pound. So in this one I would consider in the midfield. The sears are not too long, so I guess 10 grain would be fine, maybe 9 grain per pound, but we will see. Even on the bow it's written max 32 inches and the poundage at 28 inches, and then his website, everything is written there. The bow is pretty, and you see the little things he puts onto the string, 2 small silver rings, so you know which part is the upper one. We have here a small logo on it, so it's a really nice bow. So now, when you go on his website, and I think he has one of the really nice websites, you can choose for this bow, or let's say the other way around, this bow, or almost all his bows, I think. He has 23 different models. It's 250 euros, and then you get already a variety of color options for your bow. And then he has 3-4 special wood patterns or veneers. They cost 50 euros more, so you can customize this. And if you want this leather handle, and I would recommend that you get it because this is just awesome, it's another 50 euros. So in max you end up then at 350 euros. Now it's getting a little windy again, I hope you still hear me. And 350 euros for a good performing laminated bow, I guess. Let's see, let's find out. Knock to knock, because you want to know. If you don't want to know, I will still tell you. Imre Nagy. Oh, you didn't expect that I will pronounce his name right. Good that I have my friends. Thanks, Richard. It's 58.5 inches from knock to knock. The arrow path is with suede leather covered and has a little on the wider side, 24 millimeters. And now for the right stringing, I do it directly the other way around. Put the string in the top, hold it there, step through, but you know that by now. Wait, a longer one, huh? See? Handle just shows, oops. Handle just shows, see is nice on the 40 pounds, easy peasy. Now look at this. And the brace head is not written, so the brace head is fairly large. I measured it again where you put the arrow from the inside of the bow. It's 8.5 inches, but it looks nice. So we get a little, you hear it already, a little guitar. So there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there's a little guitar built in, but I think it was always the case with Imre's bows, but it's fine. So in this direction, stiff. In this direction, stiff. So that looks good. Handle really, it's almost a little too wide and not deep enough, but it always depends how you shoot. Most probably they all shoot like this and it's fine. But even for here, maybe you can overgrip and do a little torque, but we will figure out. So let's see. I'm a little, look looks good. Yeah, looks good. Oh, builds up nicely. But then, 232 might take a little, but we will see. We shoot now arrows. I have 400 grain arrows or something. Let's shoot this pretty bow. I think the bracelet is almost a little too high, but that's me. 450 grams. Let's see what it does. We have almost an arrow rest on it. That's nice. Bit windy, but I guess you still hear me. Handle feels good. So let's not overdo it. 30 inches. Ooh, kicks a little. But precise. So, first round, we draw 30 inches. We don't want to overdo it, but you see directly out of the box. Just nice. Bow kicks a little, but that can go away maybe after a few shots. We will see. Let's see if the draw is a little more. So after 30 inches the bow gets a little stiff for now, but it can break in, and it kicks with these arrows a bit. But where you point, the arrow goes, and the bow is a little loud. Let's shoot the other target here. Oh yeah, nice. But works, no problem. And it starts drawing now. Needed a bit, huh? So this is what you have and what you have to live with. Yeah, but yeah, the little cutter. Getting there. Maybe you would consider, Imre, putting some string silencers on it. Then you stop this. Ooh. So 30 inches is nice, 32 is still a little hard to reach, but it's a nice bow. It's well crafted. He puts a lot of love and effort in his bows. Look at this pretty bow. Handle is really nice, so there's nothing to complain here. Suede. Could be rayskin, but I know it's always a little tricky in Europe getting rayskin. Nice, here you have your logo. A nice bow. A little, but hey, getting windy again, but what can I do? So, of course, with vibration and all these, you lose a little of efficiency. So let's see, almost 400 grain arrow, 155. 400 grain. So I draw a little more, 146. 160, yeah, it feels like, so you get up something between 160 and 170, I guess, 165. So 170 foot per second might be possible once you draw it fully, once the bow is broken in completely. As you can see, the bow is quite accurate. I don't get yet the feedback I wish, but where you point, the arrow goes. So it's a very precise machine, just a little loud, not the fastest, and has a little string. So I would put some string dampeners there maybe. Then you get it more silent. Or I check if I have heavier arrows, but then the bow gets even more slow. Kind of like 20 meters, plus minus, but who measures distances? No? Exactly. Now look, these arrows are a little heavy, so if they would be a little more lightweight, would be nice. Oops, a bit low. So then distance, you see that the poundage or the efficiency of the bow. Ah, yeah, okay, you get there. Overall, you get a decent performer, but a good looking one. So the bow looks really nice. It's really well made, so there's nothing to complain. Speed wise, okay. Loudness and hand choke, okay. Design optics, great. So even if you only draw 30 inches, it's fine. To 32, it really gets a little stiff, but it's doable. But you still hear it a little loud, and you have a little hand choke. But now it draws nicer. So there's here, you see, it's almost 2 inches where until the tension builds up, and then 28. Yeah, I think you get there. Bow is straight. Nothing to complain in this. It's really straight, but it's here. It's very, very torque resistant, so that's not a problem. Fine. Oh, look at this. The fletching didn't stick on it. I have from Martin Spurri a few arrows since a year, and I didn't fletch them. Now I fletched them, but badly. And they are very lightweight. They are 320 grain. Let's only shoot one to see what it's doing. Most probably it's not going to work. So 320 is way too lightweight. Yeah, oh, my fletching. I need to learn how to fletch arrows. But it's not shaking that much more, and the bow seems to handle even 320 grain arrows, so then you get more speed, a little more vibration, but yeah, you find the middle ground. So there you have it, the Odin Viking Bow by Imre Nagy. It's a nice bow, very well made. Performance-wise, okay, it's not in the top league, but I think we had this already with Imre's bows. But they are pretty, and for the price, I said you can have it 250 euros without any special veneer and without this leather handle. I guess it's fine too. I guess then you get at least this suede. There is an arrow pass, but I'm not sure. The bow is very stiff, so for a beginner, this bow is torque resistant, is stiff enough, so you really can go hard on this bow. I would recommend putting some string silencers. I know it looks a little dumb, but some Chinese companies do that too. They have vibration, so they just compensate with a little string silencers. Then you would get less vibration. For the rest, even lightweight 320 grain arrows are no problem, so this bow doesn't feel like dry firing. It's already a little shaky and a little vibrating, but it doesn't get worse between 400 grain and 320 grain arrows. So that's fine. I would still stick roughly with 10 grain. It's then not the fastest, but you're on the safe side. But this thing looks like it's built like a tank, so there is, I think, nothing to worry about. I don't know which kind of glass he is using, but it's, as I said, it's a decent performer, but a good looking bow. Patrons will be yours. After the video I will ask you a question about this bow, and the ones who answer the question right will participate in the giveaway, and then we go from there. So thank you very much, Imre, really thank you very much for sending this bows to me. Bows, yes, there's another one, but for me. Thank you for sending the bow to me, for my patrons. They were voting for it. And that's all I have for you today. Thank you very much for watching, and please subscribe. Catch you in the next one.